Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today, devlog number 6. A busy week has passed, and busy because I was trying to fix bugs. Bugs which happened by updating Unity and some assets. It took me about more than 2 days to get this working again. I had several shader errors and what else, I don't know. It was a lot to do, and a couple times I was reloading backups, and then finally everything worked. Then suddenly I saw, oh, my scene is totally broken actually. It was broken by another update, I don't know which one, and so in the end it killed all my action lists of Adventure Creator, and yeah, I had to reload for this as well. Somehow my voice is today not good. I had to reload, no, I had to load a backup, and yeah, this fixed it as well. I can't emphasize it enough to actually do auto backups on a actually an hourly basis or daily basis at least. So you either set up what is it called in English, task scheduler event, something like that, where you automatically copy your project onto a backup hard drive, or that's the minimum I think you should install, is an autosave option or asset in Unity. And the only one which I can recommend you is EMX autosave scene. Now we got it. Why this one? Well, because this one is the only one of all of them which is quite updated. It's from 2019, but it still works compared to other ones. They are from 2016 and 15, all the free ones, you know. And I tried also other ones like GoGo Gadgets editor, but it broke my whole Unity editor, so I can't recommend you this one if you use Unity 2019 or 2020. So yeah, let's go and see what I did here in the game. I was working here on some effects like as I told you, I removed the volumetric lightings, and then I saw an older video where I was still using volumetric lightings and some volumetric fogs and so on, and compared it to my current scene here. Then I thought, actually, it looks somehow a bit better when you have these effects actually. So I was placing here then at least some particles here like this one, you know, to give this a bit more a better atmosphere, you know. And I added also some more fog particles here, ground fog, like here, which you can see here. I think the best one is I just show you a video how it actually looked like, my first release of it when I was recording actually the first time a video about it. Let's see where it is. Next time I should really prepare such things in advance, because somehow everything loads a bit slower when you want to show something. Okay, here is it. Let's see. It's unlisted probably, no? Oh, it's unlisted. So you can see here, that's how it looked like before. So you see here I use more high resolution shadows, and instead of DirectX 11 grass I use those Unity terrain grass. And yeah, the models look a bit different also. She has a different hairstyle, other makeup, actually almost no makeup. And you see here in the background, I think it looks more, yeah, atmospheric. And you see here this fog effect. Scene looks, yeah, a bit more like a jungle, right? So here you see the volumetric lights coming through the trees, but also everything is a bit more dark, or darker, not more dark, it's darker. And the contrasts are, yeah, maybe too extreme. It's not so comfortable probably for the eyes if you look too long on it. Let's fast forward something now. I'll speed it up a little. So let's see the scene. So when you walk here through, everything looks a bit darker, right? Here, this was check for third person. I switched already to third person in this part, which is now point and click. Everything, the scene is of course very empty because this was the setting after 2 or 1 month, I don't know. The scene status after 1 or 2 months, I can't remember exactly. Here everything looks a bit different. I use certain other effects, like when you walk here. Right, it's too noisy. When you walk here to the grass fields, then these birds flying here. Yeah, and that was it actually already after my first month or 2 months of working on the game. But as you can see here, things look a bit more atmospheric, immersive. I don't know, it just looks a little bit better. I don't know. What do you think when you compare it to now, like here? I mean, actually everything is here right now brighter. Yeah. It's a bit easier for the eye, maybe. I don't know. I mean, anyway, this is still not a release version anyway. So, trying to find here right colors, lighting, contrasts and so on. This is, yeah, still got time to work here on it. But I would be interested to know what you think about that. Okay, that's it for the comparison. Yeah, I upgraded Unity, that's what I told you, and yeah, half of the week was just lost by this mess which that created. Yeah, there was one particular bug which I want to mention to you, and this was a shader bug. There was a overtime kind of bug here appearing with a red arrow message like this one. This is, by the way, a new Unity bug which exists since this new version, since 2021.12 F1. Yeah, it appears all the time. I don't know why, but somehow in the last since the last few versions, every new version has a new annoying error message when you start Unity. I don't know. Well, where did I stop? Yeah, one particular bug which I want to mention, and it was a shader bug which was caused by a firewall. Because I don't use the Windows standard firewall, I use here, it's called malware, by the Windows firewall control, which, yeah, takes over the control of Windows, the firewall of Windows, but yeah, it's then a bit, yeah, more, what's the English word, restrictive. And yeah, because I updated Unity, then the Unity version was not in the exception list of this firewall, and so it was blocked without any notification. And then this shader error all the time appeared, which told me I have to send a bug report to Unity, blah 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 blah, and yeah, without any further explanation what is actually causing a bug. It was just connection error or socket error or something like that, and yeah, it was all caused just by a firewall. So if you find something like socket error in case of your shaders, then you should check your firewall settings if the newest version of Unity is in the exception list. Yeah, that's what I want to mention. And what else? Yeah, I worked on the story progress of Scene 1. Added some story content. Yeah, worked here, then on some puzzles with the lizard here. Where's a here? And so when you pick up the banana, then you can because actually you pick up the banana to bring it to Triska, and but as soon as you pick up the banana and you walk here back, then this lizard gets triggered to follow you. Or in the beginning he just walks to your direction, then just stands here. You see him actually already when you walk here, then he walks from left to the right side, and then if you go close to him, he runs away from you. I set it up him like this because yeah, that he looks a bit more shy, and yeah, also to make the puzzle a bit more less easier or more difficult. Yeah, I think it's a better way to say it like this. Yeah, you pick up the banana, then he sits here and looks at you, and then you can look at the lizard, and then Eden, the main character, says something, and then you can also use the banana on this lizard, and then this lizard will come to you, and then you will have him in your inventory. The reason why you need him in your inventory is because when we go here, and yeah, this cutscene is finished. There were various encounter, and yeah, this hostage got mutated to another of these biomutants. Then this new mutant is here on a watch. Yeah, he walks here around, and you can't go here through. So to go here through, you need to find a solution for that. So of course, I changed in here something like in the terrain. I modified this part here that you are able now to walk here through. And then you can check here some things in the environment, like you see them here. Here's more oil, and you see here a stone, and you can look here through watching this mutant what he does. And yeah, the way right now is that you want to go there through, but how do you go there through without that he alerts those guys to come to aid him, or that without that he actually is killing you, because he's very strong. So the way how you solve this, spoiler alert, so if you don't want to hear that, don't watch my devlogs. I really can't recommend you than my devlogs, because I will spoiler here non-stop. You will take this lizard, you walk to the other side, but you can't just walk here without being careful to the other side, because of course he's here on a watch. So he walks here, and if he's looking in this direction where you want to cross here this path, then he will see you. So you need to be careful that you only cross this path when he's with the back to you. It's not done by a raycast, by the way. It's just simply done by triggers of Adventure Creator. I didn't want to script anything more, because although it's actually very easy to make it with a raycast, but I I didn't have the mood to do anything like that. I just wanted to make it simple, so I set it up here with some triggers. Those orange blocks here are triggers. So if he's in this orange block, which turn off side, it turns off this trigger here, where you can then which normally would trigger when you walk there through, when he is with his eyes to you, right? Something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, triggers here, turn it off and turn it on, the other trigger. It's anyway pretty messy here. I don't know actually how to make this looking better, but all these orange things are triggers, you know. And these other things are particles, sounds, and many other things, like birds. There are flying birds here around and they land here. Those are probably the landing spots as far as I remember. Yeah, must be. Sorry, I really don't know what's wrong with my voice today. So you walk, then you cross this path carefully, and then you go here, and then you look here through, and then you need to find a solution, to get him distracted. So you take this lizard, you let this lizard here out, so you use it here on a hotspot. Here's a hotspot, this yellow thing is a hotspot. So you go here into your menu, take the lizard, click here on the hotspot, and the lizard goes here, starts here on this arrow, and walks here in this direction, gets then removed from the scene, and this grabs the attention of the mutant, then he runs here and runs there, and stands then here in this grass fields. And he can't see you walking here because the grass is too high. So you are able then to walk here through, and you need to walk here through because here you find those tree branches, hard, dry tree branches, which you combine with some chewing gum of her, with this kind of pipe, bamboo pipe, and with some oil, and with the poison of this frog. But to make these arrows or darts, you will need a knife. So you go here, and then you see this dead Yandere Chan, and you take the knife of her, and it's not sharp, so you have to sharp it somewhere on a stone. I don't know if you need a particular stone for that. It's something which I still decide later. And then you use this knife, and on the tree branches you combine it in your inventory. Then you combine the wooden darts with the chewing gum on the end. So it's a kind of I don't know the English word. Stopfen. If I find the word next time, I will tell you the right one. And then you put it into the oil, the chewing gum side, so that it's lubricated, and on the top of the dart you will add the poisonous frog, so that you not really the frog, but you rub it on the skin, and then put it and you have this poison on the dart, and then this dart is ready. You put it into the bamboo pipe, then you go here, and then you shoot this poisonous arrow. I really don't know if I pronounced it correctly. You shoot this one on this mutant, then he dies or falls asleep. I still don't know actually what. I think he just falls asleep because they're pretty strong, so I will make them I remember something. He's not dead, he will just fall asleep, and then you are able to walk here through, and then a cutscene happens where then this box appears, and yeah, and then you ask yourself, how do you get this box down? So you look here around, and then you see here this drone. You couldn't see it so well. This is something which I actually already told you in the first 2 devlogs, but I repeat it again because most of the people here who are watching my videos are anyway not subscribed to my channel. So I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, because it helps me really a lot. And what I also want to say, I have the feeling that YouTube is, how is it called? Blacklisting, shadow banning me, simply because my content is adult related and adult related. I think that's the correct pronunciation. And so I give you an example. If you type in devlog on YouTube and you set it to the most recent uploads, then my videos are not listed there. Same as with when you type something like devlog unity, devlog blah blah blah, devlog or dev and log, you don't find my content. So I think the YouTube algorithm doesn't like it that my content is targeting an adult audience. Okay, so you find this, let's continue with this, what I want to say. You find this drone here, then you want to get this drone freed from all these roots, so you could use your knife, but if you do that, then those plants and these tentacles here get triggered. That's the reason why she is dead, by the way. And they will attack you, and this, what you see here, these particles are a kind of gas. Yeah, and this is a quick time event where you have to smash on, do we call it mash the button all the time, you know, you hit all the time the keyboard button to walk and to get up and so on. You have to do this a couple times here, and then you are out of it. And yeah, then you need to find a way, of course, to kill these plants, you know. So you go back here, and then you see here this oil, and you need to remove the stone. For this you need the bamboo pipe which you already had, and you can leverage the stone up here, and then the oil flows here, because as you can see, everywhere where this oil is, there are no plants. It's also in the beginning, so when you click here on this, then the player character will tell you that it seems like it burns everything away, which is in the near, you know. So the oil flows then here in this direction and kills then the plants, and you are able then finally to cut these roots away and to free the drone. The drone gets then activated when you click on it, and it automatically drives in this direction, or flies in this direction, that's a better word. And yeah, you follow it, or you can walk there, and then you encounter this rhino which blocks your way. And yeah, the drone itself doesn't, nothing actually grabs the attention of this rhino, but you can't go here also through, but because if you go too close to the rhino, it will kill you. So yeah, in the end it gets your attention, but then you are too close to it, and will one-hit you. But if you send the drone into this direction, then the rhino doesn't react to the drone, because it's for the rhino something like a bird. Yeah. So to grab the attention of the rhino, you have to use the drone. But how do you do that? So the way how you do that is no, there was something different. If you get the attention of the rhino, if you stand here, and then you run then back, and then finally this cube falls down, or this box, actually I should say it's a box here. It falls then down because of the vibrations, and then you want to go there, but then the rhino will keep an eye on you. So if you go too close to the box, or just too close into this, or walking into this area too much, then the rhino will attack you. So you run then back and hide in here behind this rock, and then the rhino goes back. So you need to find a way to go here through, and you do that by using the drone. Now I remember just something that you use that drone in combination with the dress of Triska, the red dress. So there is now something, I changed to something which I need to overthink here something, because actually Triska gives you only her red dress when you get the content of this box, because in this box is a kind of spacesuit which fits her perfectly. And when you give her the spacesuit and you ask for the red dress, then you can put the red dress on the drone, and this drone with the red dress flies then here around, grabs the attention of the rhino, and the rhino disappears. And then the way is not blocked anymore, and you can walk here through, where you encounter then the next NPC, which is still not here, called Equilibria. And this is the part which I have to change now here to fix this little error which I have here in the story, or in the progress of the story. So that if you have a cool idea how to make this working, so that when the rhino goes here, grabs the attention of so that the rhino grabs the attention of the drone with the red dress, but Triska only gives me the red dress when I give her what's inside in this box. If you have a cool idea for that, write it in the comments down below. I would implement that if it's a cool idea, because right now I can't remember actually how I wanted to do that. There is something which I'm missing here right now. I don't know. Well, let's continue further. What else did I do? I want to finish actually this whole scene in December. So I'm almost finished with this. Because here you will encounter Equilibria, she will talk with you a bit, and then you will encounter Various, and then you will have this situation where you have to decide or show tendencies, not finally decide for a path. It's more like you show a tendency where one will like you more and the other one will like you now lesser. So this situation will here occur, because you will meet here in the end also Various, and both will try talking with you and manipulate you. Both of them, all of them actually, everyone in this game will manipulate you. No one is actually telling you the whole truth, you know. It's always something which sounds good because they think it sounds good for you, and then it's like a coin. They always show you one side of the coin, but never the other one, you know. And this will go here through the whole game, you know. So you will never know if you actually made a good decision. And after you counted them, then there will open some portals, and two portals will open. One will bring you to sci-fi world, sci-fi space station like, where you will meet a scientist, another NPC. And the other one will bring you to your hometown in Japan. this is then where the story will then continue. I still have not much further spin the story so far, but I have certain markers, I don't know how to, certain orientation points where the story should go, you know. So, and then I look if I can link those orientation points together to spin a whole story, you know. That's mostly how I progress here with the story. And what else? First version versus current version, I showed this already. Comeback for volumetric lights. Yeah, that's what I was also already talking about, but I don't think that I will add anything like this anymore, because it's anyway just, it's cell shading, comic look. It's not so much into extreme AAA graphics, so I will try to avoid to use anything like that, because it's just so resource hungry, you know. And I was sometimes, usually I planned actually to do it weekly. I was also trying, weekly I try to learn new things, and I checked out Unity Learn and looked around if I can find here something interesting which I can use for for game development. Actually, there's so much. Yeah, I tried some tutorials, and but I couldn't finish it, and because I had to understand actually this tutorial, I had to do another tutorial which was already a bit too old, and then you encounter certain bugs and so on, so it was difficult to follow in the tutorial, and it was pretty annoying, demotivating, so I stopped it. But I learned a little bit, some new things. Yeah, and beside that I was checking out YouTube. I found a cool devlog of a guy called what's his name? Ray Benfield or Beanfield? Benefield? And he was talking about quantity versus quality. A really cool devlog. I will link it in the description down below. He exactly says the things which I encounter all the time here in my game, that I focus too much on quality. Working on a face animation, I want to have it perfect, you know. It's something which I shouldn't mind much about it, or working on a camera angle or cutscene and so on. It's all not that important. It's important is that I get this game done, this scene done, next scene, and after all this has been done and I can release it, so that you have a game which you can go to every story step by step through, and finally finish that game. I need to bring this game into the state of release, and when it has been released, then I can work on the quality, because you will get then finally feedback. I mean, anyway, I get all the time then during the process of running beta tests and so on. I get feedback, but the largest feedback you will get when you release a game, of course, and then you are finally able to focus only on fixing, you know, things and improving the quality of the game. Of course, you shouldn't release it in a state which kills your success. You know? That's you always have to find here a certain balance. And this guy Ray Benfield made a cool devlog about it, and check this out. And that's all for my devlog for today or for this week. See you next time.